Welcome to the channel, everyone. Now today I have a Scum 0.95 and beyond news and updates video for you all. Let's jump straight in, see what the devs have been up to over the past week, shall we? Now, last week I did miss off one of the behind the scenes videos, so what we're going to do is jump into part 3 straight away. If you have seen this from last week, then just skip ahead a minute or so, and then we'll get straight into that dev update.
Hi, who are you and what are you working on right now?
Hi, my name is Ismir. I'm hard surface artist. I'm currently working on a new scope. I'm just checking if topology is right. Also checking the shading. And as you can see, this high poly mesh is almost finished. So if everything is fine, it can go to a final stages. For example, retopology and texturing.
Thank you, Ismir. That sounds great.
Thank you.
Hi, who are you and what are you working on right now?
Hi, I'm Sarah, 3D animator, and right now I'm doing some cinematic stuff.
Can you show us?
Yeah, of course. It's work in progress, but we are getting there.
Looks good, looks good.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
So some lovely work there seen last week by the dev team. Obviously we're having some hard surface stuff done, soft surface as well, new sites as well as old sites and weapon skins and things like this being worked on as well. On top of that, we've seen our first cinematic of AI as such. You know, that's our first glimpse at the AI. Now it is obviously a cinematic viewpoint, so it is going to be for a trailer, not in game, but it does give you some insight of what these guys are all about, and I can't wait to see more of it. So we'll jump in now to this week's dev update. And with programmers are still more or less on the same stuff as last week. Just comes to show how much time goes into it. So we have progress on new BB elements, maybe a little sneak peek below, heaps of bug fixing, continued work on movement rework, and of course the dropship and encounter system. You saw that peak last week. The peak for programmers this week will be the changes that have been going on with the UI. There will be several, so I managed to get a work in progress peak on one of them. So we're going to bring up that image now and we're going to have a little look at this new UI. So if we look at this image here, as we see there's a few changes to it. The main one you probably will notice is the body or the skeleton form that we did have in the bottom left hand corner is now gone. They've removed it. More of a simplified UI. And you know what? I'm all for it. I like it. And they've said one of the goals is to keep the UI from feeling like it's just an addition and to have it more immersive. So we are tuning it to be in the background a bit more and highlight it when it's something you need to pay attention to. Now, whether or not we'll get some sort of sound or, you know, visual effect to let us know when something's going on with that area, who knows? But again, it's very simple to check your health tab, you know, if you know if you've been injured. The only thing that really helped us with that skeletal form was it just showed us where our said injury is. But obviously pressing tab and going to your medical tab anyway, you should be able to see where that is because it still will be in there. This, again, as I said, they just wanted to make it a bit more immersive, and I think it just brings the UI into a simplified form on screen, so we haven't got so much in our face, which again I think is a lot better. Let me know what you think of these UI changes down below in the comments as well. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But if we move along now to level design doing the same good stuff from last week as well, but I finally managed to snag some work in progress from them on some new BB elements. So let's go right ahead and have a look at those images. Now, as you can see on the screen here, these are a few of the new BB elements that we asked for in the form of furniture. These are the first concept of new furniture that you requested. Now, do note it is in concept, not final form, so there might be changes when it finally arrives. But it is nice to see that we're getting a bit more variety when it comes to furniture. You know, one thing, I was a PvE player in Scum for many years. And one thing that I really didn't enjoy about Scum and PvP, or PvE side of it, sorry, was the lack of sort of building elements, furniture, you know, customization with your buildings and stuff like this. And it's one thing that I've always felt has been lacking in Scum. But we're finally getting some more things, and this is just the start. You know, this is the tip of the iceberg of things that were asked from the devs in the feedback forms for BB Elements. You know, we're going to be seeing new walls, painting for buildings, new furniture. They did mention that they're going to see if they can obviously make furniture paintable as well, but that hasn't been confirmed yet, so we're going to have to wait and see a little bit more on that one. Now, there is one thing I want to point out with this image. If we zoom it in slightly and look just along the top of the image, you can actually see new BB elements at the top as well. Now, these look to me like foundations, walls, roofs, and if we look on the far left hand side, it looks like they have 45-degree angled pieces. So that is one thing that was asked for a lot, was 45-degree angle pieces, as well as new walls and things like this as well to help with the defense of a building. So it's lovely to see those also. Now again, work in progress, they may all change as well, but it's just something I noticed and I thought I'd bring to your attention. But it's nice to see, it's good progress, you know. And there's different departments that are working on different things. Again, like I say every week, just because we're seeing these new items and these new things being developed doesn't mean older bugs and things aren't being worked on, you know. It's all going to get there eventually. And I get it, it's been 6 years already, guys, I know. But at the end of the day, these things do take time, you know. 7 Days to Die has taken 10 years now, you know. DayZ was skin and bones for years. It's just, these things take time. So we're all going to have to wait a little bit longer. But I do have some more sneak peeks for you, so let's jump straight into the next bit. Art department, busy as well. Work continued on new foliage you saw last week. Animators are still working on the new trailer, and work has started on animating new NPCs as well. Hard surface have been hitting weapon models and weapon attachments as well, from new scopes to optimizing and reworking old weapon textures. That's what we mentioned a bit earlier on. Now, soft surface is still on reworking clothes and new clothes as well. So again, old stuff is being optimized and worked on. We've got new stuff being worked on as well, which is nice to see. Bit of mention on those NPCs, but again, it is animating, you know, cinematic work, things like this. So it will be nice to see a bit of gameplay revolving around those NPCs. But who knows? Maybe in a couple of weeks we might see some from one of those behind the scenes videos. So with that, we'll move on to the sound team. Audio team has finally finished their research and have started on new overall game mix. What that means exactly, I will let you know what that will mean once I manage to catch them and have it explained to me first. So possibly we could have this explained to us in next week's video or the week after, who knows. Again, I do like these behind the scenes videos. They do give a bit more insight and a bit of explanation about what's going on, and it's nice to see. So let's move along to QA CM. QA are still at it with sniffing out bugs and reporting them further on. As for CM marketing, just as it is in the video, I'm not telling. So yes, we're going to have to wait a bit more information on that one in the future. But as usual, every week, like I say, if you do have any bugs, any reports, anything you need to send over, there are links down in the description of this video. If you're in game, if you hit escape, report illegal content, that will bring you to the main website where you can actually report bugs and stuff there as well. Alright, now if you need to, you can still use Steam General Discussions and bug reporting. They do still work over there. Just bear that in mind, but as I said, links are down in the description if you need them. Now, let's move along to the design team. Game designers are still on it implementing the new BB Elements functionality. And they have also provided some sneak peeks for you guys as well. So yeah, more elements. They also asked that you guys let us know what you think in the comments. So let's jump straight into those images, have a little quick look through them and see what the devs have been making. So if we look up this first image, as we see here, it pretty much looks like those painting elements are coming into play now, which is good to see. Now, it's not just going to be those wacky camo colours. I'm assuming every colour that we have for, say, the cars and the weapon skins will be able to use on building elements as well. Now, as I said earlier, they may bring it in for furniture, certain items like chests, wardrobes, things like this, but again, it's not guaranteed yet, it hasn't been 100% confirmed. But by looking at this, it looks to me that soon enough we'll be able to paint our bases and give us a bit more customization. Now, if we move on to the next image, we're seeing some different levels of foundation working their way up from obviously level 1 to level 5. And then if we move on to the next image, this one's a little bit more interesting because we now have doors that have windows in them. We now also have what looks to be grates or like a jail bar cells on one of the walls. So this essentially just gives us a bit more customization, a few more viewing points as such as well if we need to look outside of the base. But it's nice to see. Finally, we're getting some more building elements. I would like to see the other doors still stay in though, because I don't really want to put a window on my front door. And when I go to look outside, someone could just shoot me through it, right? So I would like to see them keep the old elements in the game still, but we'll have to wait and see. It's good progress at the end of the day, in my opinion anyway. Now, we're going to finally finish off with this week's sneak peek video. Just jump straight into that and have a little look.
Hi,
Hi,
who are you and what are you working on right now?
I'm Stella. I'm an animator here at GamePars, and today we're working on recording some motion capture animations for a new trailer with Leo.
Can you show us?
Yeah, of course. T-pose. Action.
That looks great. Okay, bye.
Hi, who are you and what are you working on right now?
Hi, I'm Beta. I'm the Senior Community Manager. You've probably seen me in patch notes and everywhere else. Right now I'm collecting what the team has been doing, formatting it into materials and events that the community can look forward to.
Alright, can you show us?
Absolutely not.
Well, that sucks. Moving on. Hi, who are you and what are you working on right now?
Hi everyone, I'm Fratman. I'm the Junior Community Manager here at GamePars, and I'm currently going through the feedback that we're receiving from our community, which will then be relayed to our game designers.
Alright, sounds great guys, thank you.
Thank you.
So lovely to see there. Basically what we just watched is what we've gone over in this week's dev update. And it's nice to see these behind the scenes videos, as I said a bit earlier on. They just give a bit more insight to what's actually going on. But that is pretty much going to be all for this week's video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it as always. Now I just want to give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you very much for your extra and ongoing support. It's always appreciated. If you want to join them, you can do. Head over to the channel, hit that join button and see what perk suits you best. But if you want to support me in another way, you can do simply by liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And that way you'll stay up to date with all the latest Scum news, armor content, and even that random stuff I like to get up to. Until next time, see ya.